You had a star-studded cast last year. You mentioned kind of that was another wave of teams that you've had. Xavier Hutchinson's receiving a lot of preseason praise, but who is somebody, I know you don't want to like single people out, but who are maybe one or two guys or however many you want to name that you feel maybe don't get spotlight but are deserving because of the work that they put in and what you've seen from them?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of those guys. I think that's the thing that's got you, at least from my end and our staff's end, very confident and excited about, what's to come. You look on the offense and you're right, it's great to have a guy like Xavier Hutchinson, a guy that led the Big 12 in receptions, certainly a really talented receiver, but, around him was a true freshman that really took the starting job a year ago, and Jalen Noel at the other receiver spot, who's a really talented player and we think's got a chance to maybe be one of the best receivers in our program history. You've got an offensive line that, had some injuries a year ago and now is back intact for the first time and kind of led by, maybe the most talented lineman that we've had since we've been there, in Trevor Downing in our program. And then, you look at the running back room, when you have a guy like Breece Hall, it's hard to talk highly of anybody else because that guy's getting the ball all the time, as he should. But, you've got some really talented guys that are kind of waiting in the wings. And Jyrell Brock had some big games at the end of the season for us and kind of patiently has waited his turn, which is hard to find in college football today, especially at that position. And then you got some really talented young guys. That's going to be a great race. And then you flip on the defensive side, you're like, man, you got a guy like Will McDonald who has got a chance to be a really special player, has been a really special player, probably could have left and been a high-round draft pick a year ago and decided to come back to school. And Orion Vance on the second level, who's been a 4-year starter at Mike linebacker and kind of been a kingpin to our success. And then, you look in the secondary and a guy like Anthony Johnson, again, a 4-year starter and a guy that's been an all-conference player. And so you got building blocks, and I think that's the thing that I love as a coach is, you're going to lose really good players every year. You hope you have great players and you hope you're developing and you're hoping they're ready to go on and do great things like our guys were able to do a year ago. Now, what's that next wave? And I think a little bit of that excites you as a coach because it's like, man, that's coaching, developing, building, and helping young guys reach their full potential.
It almost seems like when those coaching, the reasons you got into it, those kind of things, when those pop up, it's almost rare, it sounds like sometimes nowadays.
Boy, it certainly sounds like it, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
But you sense the excitement in your voice when that natural, genuine part of it comes out. Yeah.
Well, and man, you recruited these kids and you sold, man, I'm going to be a part of your life, and really isn't part of coaching and the journey. Man, you hope it's not just a 4 to 5 year experience. If done correctly, it should be a lifetime. And, I think that's one of the things that we're getting those experiences now. We're finally in the stage of our program where you got, man, Alan Lazard's back training in your program all off season. Breece Hall's back training in your program all off season. Now you got a real program. Guys like that want to make Ames, Iowa, which maybe isn't a destination place for everybody, but at least in the off season, man, that's where they want to come back and be, and they feel at home there. I mean, I think as a coach, that makes you proud. We've got 4 former players that are now on our staff, either part-time or full-time on our staff, and it's becoming what you envision, trying to build a program the right way.
We hear a lot about different conferences